yeah.
If you can't find what you need at an AFRTS location, pick up the exchange catalog. For customers living in the Netherlands, use the AFRTS information number. It's available weekdays from 7:30 in the morning until 8 in the evening.
Job searching? Army Community Service can help. The latest information on employment is available through the Family Member Employment Assistance Program. Contact your local ACS for details.
In 1664, Charles II of England deeded a large tract of land in the New World to his brother James, Duke of York. This deed included the present-day states of New York and New Jersey. Dutch fur traders had already established themselves in parts of this region, but the Dutch surrendered their claim to the English. The area between the Delaware and Hudson rivers was separated from New York and leased by the Duke to his friends, Lord John Berkeley and Sir George Carteret. The land was named New Jersey in honor of Carteret's birthplace, the Isle of Jersey in the English Channel, where he served as lieutenant governor. The official lease calls the colonial land New Caesarea, its name in Latin, or New Jersey in English, which later became the name of the state. New Jersey, named for an English isle.
Delaware is our second smallest state, ranked 49th in size and located in the mid-Atlantic region. It's surrounded by Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware Bay, the Atlantic Ocean, and Maryland. Delaware is mostly a flat coastal plain that seldom rises over 80 feet above sea level. A small strip of land about 10 miles wide at the very top of the state is made up of rolling hills, fertile valleys, and short, swift streams. The highest point in the state, 442 feet, can be found on this northern border. Along the southern edge of the state is an area of swamps, many of which have been drained for farmland. The Delaware River is the largest in the state and separates it from New Jersey. It's also part of the Atlantic Intracoastal Waterway, a transportation route running from Key West to Boston. Delaware, a unique part of the American landscape.
The difference.
Make that point again! Make that point!
And our book club meets again.
Here's the book!
Find out what we're reading next. Next, Oprah.
Catch the latest attractions now playing at a family center near you.
1840s, a Spanish explorer, Francisco Vasquez de Coronado, visited the region north of Mexico that had been known as New Spain. Coronado was searching for the fantastic 7 cities of Cibola, where it was rumored even the poor ate on plates of solid gold. The land was called Un Nuevo Mexico, a New Mexico, after the riches that had been found among the Aztecs to the south. And there were no golden cities, but the Spanish who followed began to colonize the northern frontier. In 1821, Mexican independence brought the area under Mexican control. After the Mexican-American War, Nuevo Mexico became part of the United States as the territory of New Mexico. And some wanted a more American name, such as Lincoln, but its centuries-old name from Mexico was carried through to statehood. New Mexico, named for our southern neighbor.
These keys used to belong to a drunk driver. Not anymore.
The U.S. Air Force is looking for airmen and NCOs to retrain into enlisted aircrew positions. Contact your nearest military personnel flight.
Tax Tips with John Martinson of the 5th Corps Legal Assistance Office.
Before you sit down and claim your Child Independent Care Credit, be sure you have all the information you need. The names, addresses, and identifying numbers for all child care providers, the total amount paid to each for the qualifying care, and your total earned income and that of your spouse if you're married. Complete your Child Care Credit Form 2440 back on your 1040 for further credit.
At the start of this century, there were many less than successful attempts at conquering the skies. The 2 men who started it all and were successful were Orville and Wilbur Wright. Using their bicycle repair shop to finance their hobby of gliding, they became intrigued with the idea of powered flight. And though neither had more than a high school education, their instincts, intuition, and endless experiments helped them overcome the major obstacles to powered flight. Years ahead of their time, they used a home-built wind tunnel to test over 200 different wing designs and designed an engine light enough to let an airplane get off the ground. Finally, on December 17, 1903, their hard work and innovative thinking paid off, as their airplane, the Kitty Hawk, took off and stayed airborne for almost a minute. Soon aviation began to grow, adding a new dimension to travel and becoming a vital part of our American existence, thanks to the innovative minds and incredible effort of 2 extraordinary Americans, Orville and Wilbur Wright.
Redeployment means packing up. Just remember, only pack what you brought with you downrange. Taking home firearms, swords, knives, or war trophies found during the operation is illegal and could cause you more trouble than it's worth.
Check out Your Money on Sundays in the Stars and Stripes. Your Money magazine has classifieds, mutuals, exchange rates, and business news. Stay on top of the business world with your hometown newspaper, the Stars and Stripes.
Recently, letter and package bombs in the U.S. mail have become a concern. So, here are a few hints to help you avoid trouble.
I wonder what this is.
Cut and paste lettering or wires protruding from the package may be a warning sign. The package might look or smell funny.
Ew!
Or be marked fragile. Remember, if you didn't order it, don't pick it up or try to open it. And call local military law enforcement for assistance. It's better to be safe than sorry.
When it comes time to lose some weight, you have to wisely choose what's on your plate. Muy importante are veggies and fruits, the low in calories and fill you up to boot. You need at least 5 servings every day, and that's not hard to do, because a single serving's not that big. Here's one serving I just made for you. So make yourself a list and take it when you shop. Eat like Carmen tells you, and the pounds will drop.
Go to the hoop, slam dunk, knock to the below.
Alpha, aggressor tank spotted.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go!
Alpha 1-3, foul.
In a battle drill, you've got good guys and you've got bad guys. The hunter and the hunted. going to win, you need horsepower, firepower, people power. That's teamwork.
Moving tank, direct front, 2,000.
This team uses a computer, thermostat, laser rangefinder.
We win, the whole tank wins. The whole team wins. Not just one person.
Find your future in the Army.
Find out the latest developments with the European Stars and Stripes during the next AFN Radio Open Line. Have questions about editorial content or delivery? Share your feelings with the commander and the editor April 22nd at 9 on AFN's Power Network Radio.
As the pilot flies through the night sky, the helmsman steers a course that is true. The landing signal officer checks the approach. The weather crew keeps an eye on the storm. The air traffic controller directs every move. The air boss orders a clear deck. The captain gives the final word. And the plane safely lands on board USS Enterprise. In the Navy, no journey is ever made alone. Call 1-800-USA-NAVY. Let the journey begin.
Don't be afraid. Redecorate with the Home Decor and More catalog. It's got all you want, from furniture to linens, to turn your house into a home. Pick one up at your AFS Exchange.
Was not an engineer, a mechanic, or even someone fed up with doing dishes. Josephine Cochrane was a wealthy woman who lived in a luxurious home during the 1880s. And she wished there was some kind of washing machine that would protect her expensive china from the hands of careless servants. Although she had an automatic dishwasher, the dishes were placed on a rack and turned by a hand crank, while soapy water showered over them, that were widely used in the restaurant industry. Josephine Cochrane, a story of American ingenuity.
Thousands came when the Vietnam Veterans Memorial was dedicated in 1982. Never before in the history of this country, creation of a reaches all of us. Let's keep it that way. This is Jodie Foster. Join with me to celebrate 30 years of the National Endowment for the Arts.
Go to the hoops, slam dunk, knock to the below.
Especially on an unborn child. The ARC warns that drinking during pregnancy can cause birth defects and mental retardation, conditions which last a lifetime. You can't drink to your baby's help. For more information, call the ARC, a nationwide organization on mental retardation.
If you live in government quarters, you can get stripes delivered right to your home. For information on home delivery, look for the phone number on the masthead inside every issue.
Get all your laughs with the Nannies. AFN Saturday.
Community invites all members and friends to the 1998 Usurer Finance Ball. It takes place on the 8th of May at the Village Pavilion in Heidelberg at 6 o'clock. Call here for more.
Save 16% on German goods and services with a VAT or value-added.
As a city, Chicago has a history that reaches far below its surface. It began in the 1850s when Chicago residents actually jacked up their buildings to build drainage tunnels under